Let's start, though, with some breaking news concerning Manchester United. Let's come to you first, Mark. What can you tell us?
Yeah, well, when you talk about Manchester United and transfers, it's always significant. There's always a lot of interest because it's one of the biggest clubs on the planet.
Mason's back with the group, which is fantastic. He's an important player for us, Mason, and to have him back and involved, I think, is a good step for us, definitely. So he's not, 100% in terms of back, because he's only trained a very small amount of time, but he's back, and that's good for us.
A single moment at Carrington training ground has ignited a global storm, turning what appeared to be a routine interaction into one of the most debated incidents in modern football. When Bruno Fernandes was seen welcoming Mason Greenwood back into the squad environment at Manchester United, the reaction was immediate, intense, and deeply divided. On the surface, the gesture could be interpreted as a captain fulfilling his role. Fernandes, known for his leadership and influence within the team, appeared to prioritize unity and professionalism in a moment that required careful handling. In elite football, dressing room harmony is often considered essential to success, and moments like these can shape the internal dynamics of a squad. For some supporters, his actions reflected maturity and a focus on moving forward as a team, regardless of external noise. However, the situation is far more complex than a simple show of leadership. Greenwood's presence around the first-team setup remains a sensitive and controversial issue, and Fernandes' public gesture has inevitably been scrutinized through a wider ethical lens. Critics argue that such actions risk sending the wrong message, particularly to a global fanbase that looks to clubs like Manchester United not only for sporting excellence, but also for values and accountability. The reaction across social media has been explosive. Fans, pundits, and former players have all weighed in, turning a brief moment into a prolonged and emotionally charged debate. On one side are those who believe in second chances and the importance of reintegration when appropriate. On the other are those who feel that certain situations demand a more cautious and principled stance, especially given the influence football clubs hold in society. Inside the club, the implications could be significant. Reintegration is not simply about welcoming a player back. It involves rebuilding trust, maintaining morale, and ensuring that all members of the squad feel comfortable and respected. Fernandes, as a central figure in the dressing room, may now find himself balancing not only tactical responsibilities on the pitch, but also a leadership challenge off it. More broadly, this moment highlights the evolving role of football clubs in the modern era. Institutions like Manchester United operate on a global stage, where every action is magnified and interpreted through cultural, social, and ethical perspectives. Decisions are no longer judged solely by their impact on results, but also by how they align with the values the club is perceived to represent.